It is our top story this entire week. Hurricane Milton right there. Millions across the state are on high alert as Milton is forecasted to hit the western coast as a major hurricane. This will now be the third hurricane to make landfall in the state of Florida this season, following Debbie in August and Helene just a week ago in the Big Bend region. Thanks for waking up with us and choosing us this morning. I'm Constance Jones. Chris Anderson has the morning off. NBC6 is on your side, helping you prepare for the storm. We are live from Miami-Dade County to Broward County with preparations and current conditions. But we start today with our meteorologist, Chelsea Ambrose, with a look at the current track.
That's right. We are looking at the updates coming in about an hour ago. Its current position still pretty much into the Yucatan, or just to the north and west of the Yucatan. We are seeing some of those heavier downpours starting to build into areas of Mexico. A Category 2 storm. From the 2 a.m. update to the 5 a.m. update, winds have increased from 90 to 100 miles per hour. Still moving east-southeast at 8 miles per hour, and its pressure is at 972 millibars. Basically, we keep seeing the pressure drop, and this storm strengthening very quickly. It will strengthen even more as it continues to move in the open waters of the Gulf. Even just skirting to the north of the Yucatan, with that center staying off the coast, it's going to allow for structure to intensify. So with that in mind, it's going up to a Cat 4 in the current forecast. Max winds at 130 by tomorrow morning. Even tomorrow afternoon, still holding Cat 4 structure before it runs into some wind shear. The closer it gets to Florida, the more chance it will have to strengthen. But once that cold front starts to swing through, it will allow it to weaken as it gets pulled into the front. We have hurricane watches in pink anywhere in the cone. That does stretch from the Big Bend of Florida down to areas just to our west. Collier County seeing those hurricane watches in effect, and this will weaken as it gets pulled into the front. For South Florida into mainland Monroe, we are under tropical storm watches, and so winds out there now gusty up to about 15 to 20 miles per hour. That's not associated with Milton. Even the rain showers that we're dealing with, not associated with Milton. It's as we get into Tuesday night and Wednesday that those gusts will really start to intensify as Milton gets closer and closer. So you can see here forecasted winds by Wednesday morning. This is the earliest possible arrival time for some of the tropical storm force winds, especially back out into places like Key West, where gusts could be anywhere from 35 to 40 miles per hour. Broward County will start to see those increase a little bit later. So as we get into the mid-morning, but notice even through Thursday, so all day Wednesday through Thursday, gusts could be 35 to 40 miles per hour, and that will all be associated with Milton. As we watch the system pull away Thursday into Friday, then the winds will slowly but surely start to weaken. But with the rain associated between today and tomorrow, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches expected. Then you add tropical moisture into it as we get into Wednesday into Thursday. Our flood watches are until Thursday morning. That's where we're getting totals between now and then, 4 to 8 inches locally, up to 10. And you can see where that rain comes in now, and then it's not until we get Milton bringing in some of the heaviest of the rain into places like Tampa, where you're adding upwards of 10 inches of rain on top of the areas already saturated, and you have to factor in the surge that's going to be coming in. Places like Tampa Bay could see up to 12 feet of surge, and that is up to the first level of a home. So as of right now, we do still have scattered rain showers out there, heavy rain especially into places like Broward County, pretty much from Palm Beach County all the way through Broward, but the heaviest is sitting right around Pembroke Pines, Hollywood this morning, and we are dealing with the ongoing rain showers through these areas. But overall, we will be watching more rain picking up as we go through the day today. In Broward, we are seeing that heavy rain, like I said, and that's where NBC6's Shernay Amara joins us live from Hollywood.
Hey, Chelsea. Yeah, so I thought I could get by without an umbrella, honestly, with just my hood. But no, you definitely need an umbrella. The rain is not pouring down horribly hard, but it is just so persistent. And take a look. And that's why we're seeing some ponding here on parts of the roadway. Obviously, if I didn't have shoes on, it would be covering my feet completely, right? So as I step out of the way, you can take a look at how these neighborhoods look. So some parts of the roadway are obviously a little higher than other portions of the roadway. And that's why you can see the road. Other part completely covered. So as you drive through the neighborhoods, people are splashing up the water. Obviously, some further onto roadways. You can see some of the sidewalks are covered here as well. So Broward County, yeah, we're dealing with some ponding, some flooding in certain portions of the area. Obviously, Broward County, no stranger to flooding. When you have rain like this, unfortunately, it does bring back kind of a little bit of PTSD. We spoke to some people who experienced the flooding back in April of last year. We remember those images. I believe we have some video of those images as well. And that is why people are preparing with the rain that we're receiving now. While it's not associated with Milton, obviously we have Milton on its way, and with the expectations of what could come with it, people are getting ready. There are sandbag distributions happening throughout the area. There were some over the weekend, and I had a chance to speak with a woman who went through the flooding situation back in April. She lost her furniture, she lost 2 cars, and this is what she shared with me about why she decided to come down to the sandbag distribution and reflecting on her experiences last year.
It was catastrophic for us. I mean, being displaced for 5 months and having to rebuild. I mean, it's just, a lot of people are having the PTSD set in. I'm trying to prepare with sandbags and lifting furniture off the floor and, you know, hoping that no water's going to come in.
All right, back out here live. Just take another look at the roadways here. Obviously, after going through something like that, she mentioned that PTSD. When you see the water like this, when you work hard for your home and for your furniture, for your cars, for everything that you purchase, to have it be tossed out like that because of the flooding, obviously this brings up those memories when you see the flooding. So again, that's what's happening down here or up here in Broward County. I do want to check in with my NBC6 News colleague, Julia Bagg, who is live for us in Miami-Dade County with a look at what's going on there and how people are preparing with the floods.
Yeah, and Shernay, concerns about high water also on the minds of people here in Miami-Dade County. And in just under an hour from now, Hialeah residents will be able to pick up sandbags for free here at Amelia Earhart Park, one of several locations across Miami-Dade County where you can pick up free sandbags. You will want to bring your proof of residency to be eligible for that. Now, already the city of North Miami Beach, also a trouble spot for flooding in some areas there. Officials with the city there shoveling up free sand for residents. Flooding is definitely something they don't want to be dealing with Milton, and they began collecting sandbags there yesterday.
It's very important to have some sandbag to block your door. You know, when the water, you don't know the speed going to come. When the water comes, they might break the door.
Right now, flooding appears to be the main threat for South Florida. Both Miami-Dade and Broward County have declared a state of emergency, and that helps officials quickly access supplies like sandbags for the public. And as we bring you back out here live, someone actually just drove by asking me about those sandbags. So starting at 7 o'clock is the plan for here in Hialeah at Amelia Earhart Park. Remember, wherever you go, you're going to want to bring your proof of residency so that you can actually collect those sandbags for free. We also have a great guide for you on our NBC6 app about how to prepare for hurricanes in case you are new to South Florida. Reporting live this morning in Hialeah, Julia Bagg, NBC6 News.
Julia, thank you. Stay in Broward County. The city of Pembroke Pines is offering free sandbags. You can pick them up today from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Pembroke Pines Health Park. That's at the 8300 block of West Cypress Road. Switching over to Sunny Isles Beach this morning. Sandbags also available there for distribution starting at 7:30 this morning until noon. Be sure to bring your driver's license or any other form of ID to the William Lehman Causeway and Collins Avenue. The Florida Panthers are also canceling today's championship ring ceremony, and they say it's because of the state of emergency that's in place for Broward, Miami-Dade, and Palm Beach counties. They say the event would take resources from first responders Officials say they will be giving out those championship rings privately, and the fans can expect a full refund. Remember, the NBC6 app is your one-stop shop for everything you need to know this hurricane season. So take out your phone and scan the QR code on your screen right now. It's going to take you to our weather newsletter where you can access information and everything you need to know before, during, and after a storm. The rain is coming and slippery roadways are out there. So let's check in with our traffic anchor, Joanna Torres, with what...
Yeah, Constance, right now you're going to want to avoid the Dolphin Expressway heading westbound because it is completely shut down right now at Lejeune Road due to this major accident involving several cars. You can see all the lanes, again, completely closed heading westbound on Lejeune Road due to this major accident behind me. You can see right now it looks like a parking lot. So if you can, completely avoid the Dolphin Expressway, take the Turnpike, take the Palmetto, anything but the Dolphin Expressway right now because, again, completely shut down due to that accident at Lejeune Road. We're literally seeing nothing but red out there right now. So drive safe, plan ahead, give yourself some extra time because not only are we seeing this major accident, but we're seeing wet roads throughout Miami and Broward right now. So just drive safe as you head out dark and early. Constance.
Time coming up on 6:11 on your Monday morning. Today marks 1 year since Hamas launched an attack during a music festival in Israel. A siren ringing out at about 6:29 this morning in Israel to mark the hour when Hamas-led militants launched rockets into Israel at the start of the October 7th attacks. More than 1,000 people have been killed and at least 250 hostages taken to Gaza. Today, Israelis carrying flags and images of hostages gathering outside of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's home in Jerusalem. According to officials, security forces are on high alert across the country in anticipation of possible Palestinian attacks. And thousands of Israelis gathering on the Nova Music Festival location today to honor the 364 people killed during last year's festival. More than 44 people were abducted that day. The ceremony was organized by families of the victims. And a year later, families remain hopeful that the abducted are still alive and will be home soon. We spoke to an Israeli American who is related to 5 people who are either killed or taken hostage. She says that she's hopeful that 53-year-old Ofer Caldron is still alive inside of a tunnel there. His 2 children were released back in November during a massive hostage exchange.
And as a member of his extended family, it's just heartbreaking that he's still there. You know, his daughter saw him in the tunnels before she left, and he said, don't let me be forgotten. I don't want to die here. But he is strong, and we believe that he is alive, and we're fighting with everything we can to bring him home.
Her 80-year-old cousin and granddaughter were both killed on the October 7th attacks. There will be a commemoration and a ceremony at gravesites on Monday in Israel. That's later today. And throughout the day today, NBC6 will have extensive coverage on the ongoing conflicts there, stories from survivors, and how the war has impacted communities right here in South Florida. Our time now 6:13. Still to come on NBC6 today. Chemicals from everyday household items are contaminating our water. Consumer investigator Sasha Jones will be taking a closer look at these forever chemicals and breaking down which cities are the hot spots. Also this morning, our top story for the entire week, we are tracking Hurricane Milton, churning in the Gulf of Mexico, taking aim at our state. In 3 minutes, we're going to have a check with the weather with meteorologist Chelsea Ambrose.